Thursday Night Live, brought to you by the Mental Health Center of Greater Manchester. Presented by Brady Sullivan Properties. Featuring Jim Colliton, Bill Ryder, hosted by Rik Cornell, Wheelock Nardi Award winner Senator Donna Susie, Community Leadership Award winner Jeff Seifert. Ladies and gentlemen, your host, Rik Cornell.
Hey everyone, how you doing? I'm Rik Cornell from the Mental Health Center of Greater Manchester. Glad to have you with us. We got a great show for you tonight, and we're on our way over there, so come along. You know, this has been a really difficult year for a lot of people. A lot of losses, a lot of things happening in people's lives that just don't make sense. And a lot of depression, a lot of anxiety. And that's why we decided that this year, we're gonna have some fun. We're gonna have some fun with some comedy. We're gonna have some fun with some amazing stories of people that just have turned their lives around in very great ways. And we're also going to talk a little bit about some of the people that have really done some things that have benefited mental health, not only on a local level, but on a state level. But I can't believe this. This is Arthur.
Wow,
Arthur,
Rik.
Arthur Sullivan,
Hey.
my friend. How you doing?
What are you doing here?
I'm on my way to the comedy show. You're going to come, right?
Absolutely, I'd
All
love
right,
to. That's great. Let's do it.
You know, Arthur's one of the many people in this community that really helped to make the Mental Health Center what it is today. He's our lead sponsor this year. He's been with us for over 15 years, sponsoring events and different things that we've been doing throughout the city. And Arthur, what's it like being a sponsor for the
You know,
center?
it's always one of my favorite events to do every year. And 15 years seems like yesterday, and I think 5 years as presenting sponsor. So,
Yeah.
you know what? All the good work you do is phenomenal. We just appreciate the fact that so many people in need. You come with open arms to them in every way, and you know, it means a lot. It means a lot to us as Brady Sullivan and to our entire community, that the good work that you do, and we're happy to be part of that work in a small way.
We're very glad to have you part of it, because it's people like you that make a difference in this community, and I can't thank you enough. But listen, we got to get to that show. So I was wondering, could you give me a ride over to the theater, the Rex Theater?
Sure, let's go. Rik, I thought, oh, look at this nice building here. Isn't that beautiful? Some people used to know it as Brady Sullivan Tower, not to be confused with New Hampshire Insurance. It's Brady Sullivan Tower. Rik, do you recognize that building down there?
Yeah, I designed that sign.
It's excellent. I love it. What a beautiful job.
Hey, there's the Rex Theater down there. You can drop me off anywhere around here.
Is that where you want to go?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it. Let's land and get you inside.
Okay.
Okay, excellent.
Thank you. What a great ride.
Glad you liked it. Thanks. Here.
Hey, thanks a lot, Arthur. Take care. Hey, Bill, how you doing?
It's great to see you, man. What are you doing around here tonight?
Well, we've got this great comedian here tonight. His name's Jim Colliton, and boy, does he have some funny jokes to tell people.
That is terrific. And isn't this the 22nd celebration for mental health by the Mental Health Center of Greater Manchester?
It certainly is.
That's right. And a comedy guy tonight. That's
I know.
awesome. Yeah, well, it's great to see you, Rik. And you know what? It's great to see all of you tonight. Hi, everybody. My name is Bill Ryder, and I'm honored to be the president and CEO of the Mental Health Center of Greater Manchester. And on behalf of our board of directors and our staff and our amazing, generous sponsors, I welcome you to the 22nd annual celebration for mental health. Truly, at the Mental Health Center, our flame of hope is ever ignited by our justice, our educational, and our healthcare partners. You know, it's really through their passion, creativity, and collaboration that results in hope becoming truly larger than life itself. You know, for really, when I think about the Mental Health Center, it takes a community, and together with our partners and together with you, we're stronger, we're more impactful, and we are ever more hopeful. I simply cannot thank you enough for your willingness to be with us tonight. I hope you are as inspired by what you see tonight as I am. And please know too, I welcome you to action your hopes for health and healing by investing in the optimism of the Mental Health Center of Greater Manchester.
Hey, Bill, why don't you and I and all of our guests march ourselves right in to the Rex Theater to see some great comedy. Let's go.
All right, Rick, come on everyone.
My name is Gina Still. I'm the Director of Child and Adolescent Services. I've been here for 15 years. I was a clinician on our Family Intensive Treatment team. I was a coordinator for 7 years, and I've been the director for almost 5. I definitely have always wanted to work with families. I had an interesting teenage life, and so I knew as soon as I started my psychology classes that that was the field that I wanted to contribute to. So I think what's unique about the Child and Adolescent Department is that we're able to provide therapy in the privacy of a family's home. We provide intake services in our schools, so we're in the majority of the Manchester School District. We also provide telehealth now. Since the pandemic, we've been able to roll with the changes and meet the needs of the community by providing video services, and then we do continue to still provide face-to-face services in our office. I've had the privilege and the honor of working with hundreds of families, joining them on their journey, focusing on their goals. So we are client-centered, family-centered, so the goals that the family chooses are the goals that we work with them.
So there's one thing we want to do. This is, one of the clients that we got to meet, and he kind of gave his perspective on it all. And we just wanted to show it to you real quick.
My name's Kevin. I'm Cody's father. When he was about 5 years old, he used to get up super early in the morning. Like, I got up, his mom was at work, it was a Saturday, I got up and I couldn't find him. And I went out into the garage, and I'm not kidding you, you must have been 5 or 6 years old. He had the car jacked up in the garage.
Wow.
Yeah, and he was trying to take the tire off.
Ambitious, I like it.
So you knew what you wanted to do a long time ago.
Very impulsive. He used to do that kind of stuff all the time, yeah.
I go to Londonderry High School. I like to do lots of things, play golf. I enjoy soccer, work on cars. I'd like to be a car mechanic, work up to it on my own garage one day. I went to counseling when I was in 1st grade, and then throughout the years, I've been in a couple counselings. I moved here. I go to counseling because I have trouble talking to family, friends about stuff. So I feel like when I go to counseling, I have someone to talk to that I can trust and that will help me out and guide me.
Sorry.
Oh, that's okay. It's okay.
So sweet.
Problems, so they stick inside of them. The reason to go is most people my age, they have trouble talking to family or friends about problems, so they stick inside of them and just forget about it. And it hurts them in the long run. So I think going to counseling, you could have a possibility of having someone to trust that doesn't really know you, that you can trust them to open up to them, and that will, hopefully they will guide you through anything you want to talk about and not judge you. And it's helped me think twice about things, not making impulse decisions, not fleeing from the house when any argument starts. So it's been a big impact for me and the family.
No, I've sat in with a couple. Sometimes we have joint therapy together, and she'll say, "Cody, you're so quiet. Why are you so quiet now?" Because he won't say anything around me, but he talks quite a bit. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, this is somebody I don't see this side of him very often.
That's awesome.
Yeah? Okay. Well, that's good.
I love
that's
that.
Good. That's good.
Oh, I was just thinking how happy I was to hear all the things I heard, that the family was included, that the child didn't feel judged. I think that's just like critically important, that they're able to be in an environment where they feel like they can trust the person that they're working with and really focus on the goals. And you could hear both goals. You could hear like decreasing impulsivity, as well as Cody saying not running away. So, you know, it's a combined family goal.
Hello, my name is Kevin Sheppard. I'm the chairman of the board for the Mental Health Center of Greater Manchester. Today I'm here to award the 2021 Community Leadership Award. Leaders come from all walks of life, and the best leaders never forget where they came from. They remember those who helped them along their journey and seek to share that knowledge with those who come after them. It's through this giving that they become remarkable leaders and encourage the same in others. This individual has traveled in the banking world for many years, and lucky for us, he is always on the lookout for ways banking and other business institutions can help the needs of those who struggle with mental illness. This annual award was established by the Center's Board of Directors in 2004. Its purpose is to recognize and honor business or community leaders who exemplify the leadership and commitment needed to build and support a caring community. Honorees are selected for their involvement in business, civic, philanthropic, artistic, or cultural activities that enhance the quality of life and wellness of our citizens. This year's recipient currently serves on as the Regional Vice President for TD Bank. He's on the board for the New Hampshire Musculoskeletal Institute, also is past president of the Manchester Regional Youth Hockey Association, where he also coached for more than 15 years. Additional board roles have included positions within New Hampshire Special Olympics, Massachusetts Selects Hockey League, and Hillcrest Terrace, a retirement community based here in Manchester. He holds an undergraduate degree from the University of Puget Sound and an MBA from the University of New Hampshire. Finally, if it were not for this remarkable man, I am not sure how successful we would have been in securing the purchase of 2 Wall Street or attaining our PPP forgiveness loan. On behalf of the Board of Directors, it is my pleasure to announce Jeff Seifert as a deserving recipient for the MHCGM 2021 Community Leadership Award.
Thank you so much. Thank you very much. That's great. Thank you, Kevin. I'm truly humbled and honored to have been considered, much less granted, this so meaningful an award. The Mental Health Center plays a vital role in our community, and I've considered it an honor to have been both a personal and professional supporter for the past 25 plus years. In fact, my wife Bernie, who is much better known and more in the social service circles in New Hampshire, actually got her first New Hampshire-based job here at the Mental Health Center 30 plus years ago. Through her, I had the initial opportunity to learn what a critical role the Mental Health Center plays in our community, something I'm equally committed to. I've been fortunate to get to work with some of the key players in the Mental Health Center's history, including Peter and Maureen Janelle, Rik Cornell, Paul Michaud, of course Bill Ryder, and 2 of my personal favorites, Ken Snow and the late past Mary Pappas, who I've been told that I always had to call her Busina. So she was a great person in our organization. We're all trying to forget the early days of the pandemic, what they were like. For Bill Ryder and the leadership team at the Mental Health Center, it was like trying to navigate through a minefield in an all-encompassing fog. Providing care for those struggling with mental illness is so personal. How do you accomplish that while ensuring the safety of all of your important employees? If you can't see your clients face-to-face, how do you deliver the critical services needed? And if you can't see your clients face-to-face, how do you get paid to keep the staff employed and the lights on? A truly challenging task for any leader in the social service field, but Bill and the team pulled it off. I'm very fortunate to work for an organization like TD Bank that doesn't just talk the talk when it comes to supporting our communities. TD walks the walk and has consistently provided me with the opportunity to pursue my personal passion of supporting those entities in the social service field, and for that I'm truly grateful. Again, I'm truly humbled and honored by this award. To be in the company of individuals like John Broderick, who I hold in the highest of esteem, is just such a high personal reward for me. I do want to sincerely thank Bill, Paul, Rick, and the Mental Health Center Board of Directors for this recognition. It's kind of one of the highlights of my career.
So So my name is Jeff Wedge. I work with Bedford Counseling Associates in our MAT, Medication Assisted Treatment Program. I'm a licensed alcohol and drug counselor, and I'm also a licensed clinical mental health counselor. In my experience, my boss experience, I've been doing this for like over a quarter of a century. It's not easy at all to recover, and it really hats off to the people who are our clients, because it's pretty courageous to come in and talk about or wanting to acknowledge that you have a problem, second, that you can't control the problem, and third, I need help with this problem. So not only do we offer medication-assisted treatment, we also offer drug and alcohol counseling, whether that's one-on-one or in a group format.
You're right, it is very courageous. We met up with Eric, and we actually did a little video shoot with him and seeing if you wanted to discuss anything about it. And we would love to show you how that came out.
Oh, excellent. Sure.
Yeah. So my name is Eric Potvin. I'm 36 years old. Around 25, 26, a girl I was with committed suicide, and we had been recreationally using, I say recreationally, but it was starting to get pretty bad. And after that, I just was using every day and really went downhill after that. Then 2015, my brother died from an overdose, and after that, it, just kept getting worse and worse. And I started, having to get high to get out of bed, and got in some legal trouble, and ended up incarcerated in Concord for 3 to 7. Got out in 2.5. I stayed sober my whole time there, and really tried to make the most of it, even though it was tough. I mean, I was nervous about being back on the street with everybody, and I just didn't want to take any chances. So I came over here, I think it was the following day that I came over to meet up with Marcy. Yeah, I came over, I got, got some help. Right now I'm doing HVAC, self-employed. Just got licensed last week. It's been such a change for me, and I had tried to make changes before, but it just, I don't know what, it was something inside me, I guess, that really I could tell, I was just done with it, and I just wanted to just move on and change my life. I've been getting more and more time with my son, custody back, I suppose. I have every other weekend right now, and I always look forward to spending more time with him. Me and my girlfriend just got an apartment, so that's really cool. We'll be moving in together next month. And yeah, I keep trying to set goals for myself and just strive to complete them. Really, I've had the support I needed, the mentality that I needed, and everything together has just been, it's been great.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Good?
Yeah. Eric and I had been doing counseling together since his release. So right after he met with Marcy, he was assigned to my caseload. It's nice to hear that they're getting their apartment, because Eric and I stopped our relationship about a year ago. A lot of those things were in the works, with getting custody back with his son, and trying to, get their own place. It's nice to get that little update. So he's generating income, he's generating jobs. I mean, this is what happens when people are able to extricate themselves from their addiction and into being fully functioning, adults, people. Access to treatment is improving, but there is much more work that needs to be done. If we can build a better infrastructure, from detox to transitional housing to housing for people as they're moving through the different stages of their recovery, that would be phenomenal. And it would, for whatever investment that we're making within providing those systems, the money that will be saved on the other end of that to ensure better success outcomes and to also knock down barriers for people who are, on the knife's edge, really, of life.
Thank you, everyone, and it is now my pleasure to first tell you about the Wheelock-Nardi Award and then to welcome this year's recipient. The Wheelock-Nardi Advocacy Award was established in 2000 and named in honor of New Hampshire Hospital Superintendent Major Wheelock and the late Theodora Nardi, former New Hampshire State Representative. These two individuals authored the 1982 Wheelock-Nardi Report that resulted in a dramatic and innovative change to the delivery of mental health care in the state of New Hampshire. The award recognizes people whose advocacy and community service have benefited persons affected by mental illness, and it honors the legacy of Mrs. Nardi and Mr. Wheelock. Each year, the Mental Health Center of Greater Manchester looks for individuals or groups who have distinguished themselves through their efforts to improve mental health of our community and to improve the lives of those living with mental illnesses. Service to the community can be accomplished in many ways as a result of a volunteer effort, professional service and dedication, or through the coordination of a group or a team of individuals. It is my distinct honor and pleasure to introduce you to the 2021 Wheelock-Nardi Award recipient, Senator Donna Soucy. For those of you who may not be familiar with all the good works that Donna has done, she is the New Hampshire State Senator representing District 18, which includes 5 Manchester wards and the town of Litchfield. Her public service includes 3 terms as state senator and 2 terms as a Manchester alderman and nearly 4 terms on the Manchester School Board, and serving as the first female chair of the Manchester Fire Commission. Senator Soucy was elected president of the New Hampshire Senate on December the 5th, 2018, and was elected Senate Minority Leader on November 6, 2020. In 2014, Senator Soucy was named Legislator of the Year by the New Hampshire Coalition Against Domestic Sexual Violence and by the New Hampshire Association of Social Workers in 2016. In addition to her public service, Donna is an active member of the New Hampshire Bar Association and sits on the board of the Hellenic American University, an institution chartered in New Hampshire and located in Athens, Greece. A native of Manchester, Donna is a graduate of Trinity High School and earned her Bachelor of Arts from St. Anselm's College and her Juris Doctorate from UNH School of Law. The Mental Health Center of Greater Manchester turned to Senator Soucy in 2016 to legislate changes to the New Hampshire Medicaid law, paving the way for telehealth visits to be paid for individuals living in metropolitan service areas such as Manchester. The Mental Health Center was able to get quickly started in telehealth, which positioned us to quickly pivot to provide remote services to our patients in the face of the COVID-19 pandemic. Little did we know that her work in 2016 would be so life-saving for us as an organization and for our patients who depend on our vital services. So it is with great honor, Donna, that I present you with the 2021 Wheelock-Nardi Award.
Thank you so very, very much. I can't tell you how humbled I am to receive this award, knowing the work of Major Wheelock, certainly by reputation, but actually personally knowing Representative Theodora Nardi, who was just an extreme force to be reckoned with. She was a very staunch advocate, particularly for the underprivileged, particularly for mental health, and those are big shoes to fill, but I'm happy to have followed her into the legislature and been able to do some of this work. Introducing legislation that allowed people access to mental health, to me, was something that just absolutely made sense and something I was very proud to do. The fact that it allowed the Greater Manchester Mental Health Association to be able to serve people in this extraordinary time in our history is absolutely wonderful. But really, the shout out and the work that the association did and was able to do was just facilitated by the legislation that I sponsored. The true heroes here today are those who each and every day, and even under the most trying of circumstances, continue to assist those who have mental illness. So I'm very honored and very proud to receive this award, and I thank you.
Thank you, Don.
Hey, I hope you enjoyed the show. I just want to remind people that at the end of the show tonight, we're going to have a live auction. It's going to last for a week. And all the proceeds go to the Mental Health Center to support our annual fund. That's a fund that helps people that are in great need of mental health services. So please be generous and join our auction. The other thing that we'd like to say before we leave tonight is we'd like to mention a remarkable American. His name was Charlie Chaplin. Charlie Chaplin is best known as that little comedy guy that had a little black derby hat, a peculiar mustache, walked like a penguin sometimes, and twirled his cane. He also did a lot of movies during the silent era. One of the things that he also did was he wrote a song. He didn't really write the lyrics of the song, but he wrote the melody of the song. And in the course of that song, he was able to touch the lives of so many people, even today. What we want you to remember about Charlie Chaplin is that Charlie Chaplin also had anxiety and depression. But he pushed that aside and helped so many other people. And that's our message tonight, that we all can help so many other people if we just smile. Thank you.
Smile, though your heart is aching.
Thank you for attending the Mental Health Center of Greater Manchester's virtual benefit production. We certainly hope you enjoyed the show. Don't forget to check out the online auction at biddingowl.com/MHCGM. Your support and partnership for community mental health services is greatly appreciated. Thanks again, and have a good night.
Light up your face with gladness, hide every trace of sadness, although a tear so near, that's the time you must keep